Not that all the way down pants. That's what you just said. You got contact high, didn't you?
No.
Not
Probably
that.
not.
Not that way.
not
All
that.
the down pants. Is that what you said?
That's his personality. That's me.
Not that way. All the down pants.
That's not what I said.
Yeah. What did you say?
Not all the way down pants.
Not all the way down pants.
So capris.
No. So I'm wearing not all the way down pants. If you want to know what these are called. So that means they're not. So BJ, show me where does a capri start? Where does it start? Keep going. So these are
Right
not.
there.
This is a capri.
That's a capri.
Okay. And then what? Then what is this?
That's not all. Not all the way down pants.
And then what? And then what if it was like this? What would that be?
Those are all the way down pants.
Okay. And then what if it's like dragging the I can't do it because these are not all the way down pants, so they don't go all the way down. That's like what they do. But like if it went to the floor and like dragged like Jinkos, you know what Jinkos are?
Oh, of course I know what Jinkos.
Oh, don't act like that. Like
I mean, I'm from Maine, but I'm not from Hull. I mean,
not everybody knows what Jinko jeans are.
Come on.
And
Everyone,
you know what Jinko
everyone our
jeans
age?
No, I don't.
She's a girl.
You're what?
She didn't wear
You
Jinko jeans.
sexist motherfucker.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
sexist.
What do you mean
You
because
know
she's a
better.
girl?
She didn't wear them. Why would she know?
Maybe I did wear them, or could have worn them, but I decided not to.
Okay, we're gonna figure this out right now. Joe, how old are you?
32.
You're 33.
3.
Okay. Joe, do you know what Jinko pants are?
I do.
Okay, is that
I'm from
because?
California though. There's a difference.
Hey, is that because you're a male?
No, it's because I wore them.
Okay. Jinko pants were the ones that were like the gigantic bottoms on them, like it covered your whole
Oh,
foot.
like MC Hammer?
No.
No, like MC Hammer pants were like a big ass crotch.
Oh, these are just big ass bottoms.
Like you couldn't see your feet.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
Because I'm 45 and I know what they are.
Right.
And how old are you?
32.
So it might have just missed the 33-year-olds.
Hmm. Or, I mean, maybe it's just dudes. Could be.
I could be onto something.
But I think Erin
Ask Erin.
Erin knows, but she's older than you. So
But we won't know if it's age or gender.
But regardless, yes, Jinko jeans would just be I don't know what to call it. Jinko jeans.
you don't know what to call Jinko jeans?
Well,
But Jinko jeans?
Yeah, 'cause I mean they're beyond all the way. down.
Okay.
Beyond
Okay.
all the way down, jeans.
Over under. You can get a pair of Jinko jeans for $30 on eBay.
That's a good question. I mean they're classics, but I think you get them for less than 30 when they were brand new.
Look that shit up, bro.
I'm gonna say under, but
It's way over.
no way.
Yeah. Like a pair of Jinko jean shorts are like, I've looked this shit up. It's like, they're like 70 something bucks. It's
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
It's crazy. I was like, and who's wearing, I don't ever see
But
anybody
that
in
makes
this
me
shit.
want a pair now.
Huh?
That makes me want a pair just because they're
Because they're hot, like
they're
a hot
thing.
item.
Yeah,
Because-
they're a thing. I will never wear them though. I mean that's not my style. Like so, what I was
I
saying.
don't know whose style is it, Joe.
Touche.
Oh, who's?
Touche.
Jinko
Yeah.
jeans, vintage, 90s, rare find, $175.
I should have saved those.
Jinko jeans, twin, Cannon pants, 38, 32s, $115.
What are cannon pants? Oh, shit.
Those are ugly.
Didn't matter. It was the 90s.
Oh my God. See, my mom was the kind of mom, like she wouldn't let me get the real big ones. She'd only get the ones like my toe had to like stick out.
So I don't know.
That's
if
how she was about everything though. Like I wanted back in the day they had parachute. You know what parachute pants are?
Yes.
Okay. But you remember all those zippers?
No.
So back in the day it was like all this.
I'm
it
young
was
enough
like,
to not
yeah,
know that. Yeah.
But it's like a bunch of zippers and stuff, right? But it's parachute material. She bought me like the knockoff pair from Sears, and they were like made out of canvas. You know, and I was like, why would I wear these? It's not parachute pants.
Close enough. I mean, I had. So
Close enough.
You know the
I'm gonna
Adidas
throw you out of a
sneakers?
plane with a parachute. I'm gonna throw you out of a plane with canvas, and we'll see what's enough. It's a difference. There's a difference in the material.
But when you talk about pants, it's a little bit different.
I think it's still prudent. My whole goal tonight is to make him laugh out loud. This is like kind of like Impractical Jokers when they try to make each other laugh. That's pretty good.
It's a good show.
I can laugh all I want to though. We've established that. Anyways, so how's work, man?
Work's good.
Yeah.
Work's busy.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, work's different for
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? Like, what did you do during the pandemic? Like, how'd you handle that?
So first 2 months we were closed, so we went all virtual. So, because I have staff members, so we laid our staff members off so they could make money. Because we didn't have a form of income to do anything with them. So, and then pretty much Toby and I handled everything. I mean, you know, some staff members are around and active and helping out in the background a little bit, but it was really like Toby and I in the foreground, just doing everything. So we were working AAU teams virtually, so we do a lot of basketball stuff. So we would do like 45 minutes of skill work and 45 minutes of conditioning over Zoom.
How was that?
It was actually pretty fun. 'Cause
What?
It was pretty fun.
Okay. It had to been like a tad bit frustrating. There had been something frustrating about it. Yeah.
So my memory is shit. So
So,
if it was
I got it.
frustrations, I let that go because I was living in the present.
Okay.
No, but there were probably some frustrations. I mean, we had to have had technical difficulties at times, and you know, people talking in the background. We didn't know how to mute everyone to start, and then we figured that out. We had to figure that out, but it was really fun because we were doing the workouts that are athletic that we like to do anyways,
Mhm.
and then so I was coaching like the athlete development stuff, like the strength and conditioning, agility stuff that we were doing, and then she was coaching the basketball skill development, and so I got to perform the basketball. So I'm playing basketball for 45 minutes, and she's coaching the athletes, and I'm just demonstrating for 45 minutes, getting basketball drills in, which is fun.
That's kind of cool.
It's really cool. So I got to have fun. And then we were coaching athlete development outside of that as well with other people. We were coaching all our groups and everything like that. So maybe a couple one-on-ones, but it was definitely a lot less. So we finished the basement a little bit, made an office down there. So we made the most of our time. And then, but we were closed for 2 months, and then we could open up. We had one-on-ones for a while, and then we could have more than that starting in July, and then we gradually just got a little more and a little more was what we were able to do with our space for our studio.
You made me realize something that like I didn't think of before. Like the way my business is, right, is like I play like kind of like a double role, right? Like it is life coaching. It's like something I've been doing for like a really long time, right? But like the Zoom stuff, like put it on the spot, because now it's just like kind of conversations, right? And it's hard because the space, you're not in the same space and stuff like that, and it's not just like demonstration. It's like it made those one-on-one talkings, so like it kind of, I don't know, it probably maybe what got me to kind of want to do this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of cool.
Like an intimacy kind of thing? Like,
Well, it's just weird how like it's all kind of like came together, like
Mhm.
to able to kind of do this,
Mhm.
right? And that was kind of partly because of the pandemic. You know?
yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about it, and just adversity that the pandemic threw, you know, our way, and what we talk about in athletics, anyways, is when you have adversity, it's about how you respond to that adversity, because everyone's gonna face adversity in athletics, and that's what athletics can teach
Where
us.
did you learn that from? Was that like was your dad like that?
No, my dad was somewhat of an athlete, but my parents had me in high school, so I mean, he didn't get to do a lot of athletics.
That's a lot of adversity.
Yeah, he did battle a
You know
lot.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, they
Yeah.
did battle adversity, and
So you learned
and
that from. That's what I'm saying. You probably learned that from them, right?
I mean, I would say I learned it through a lot of different things. I probably knew it before I talked about it, but in conversation was actually my wife. So that was like what we would talk about is the value of sports, because we see a lot of the AAU and the travel and things like that, and things done in ways that we wouldn't necessarily agree with, because you know, kids are getting out there and playing games, but they're just playing games, and not working on other things. So like, what are the benefits of sports rather than just playing the game? And I mean, we came up with different things, and that was one of the biggest ones, is adversity. And we had a lot of adversity over the last year, as did everyone. And it's how you respond that develops your character and who you will be. Are you going to end up on top, or are you going to succumb to whatever happens? And I think that's one thing. Like, you made life gave you lemons, made some lemonade here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I think you know, we were talking earlier about like my divorce and stuff like that, and I realized like like where I fucked up in my part of the marriage is like I wasn't my 100% myself.
Mhm.
And then go like, hey, if I'm being 100% honest all the time, then either we're gonna crack some eggs and make an omelet, or we're gonna like break up. But I wouldn't do that. Like I would kind of just, I wouldn't be myself, and so then of course it's like a shell of itself, and of course it would fail.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Over time.
Yeah, and so like moving forward, and I think what kind of like was a big effect for me is that like I was like, okay, from now on, if I'm gonna fail something, it's gonna be because I was 100% honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm only gonna, like I don't want to fail because I didn't try to be honest.
Right.
You know, I want to fail because I was just like, it would like it. That's not what it was meant to be.
Mhm.
And that's what's so cool now is like, you know, with me and Aaron, it's like, you have a baby. Like nothing will, I feel like nothing will turn two people on them faster than a child,
Right.
right? Because it's like, especially if you're a new parent, you're like, what the fuck are we doing, right? And like, what do we do when it does this? You did this. You were with her. What happened? You know, it's real easy to quickly just get like super, and so it's like, and you don't want to set that bad example either. Like, and it happened like one time, and Erin was like, she goes, I don't want that to happen again. And I was like, I 100% agree. I just like, I couldn't even believe it like happened. And you know, you talk about moments and things and what you remember and stuff like that. And they talk about how crucial it is for like kids at these certain ages to like 0 to 5 is like really, really important. So the way I look at it is like, okay, I'm gonna try as hard as I can to kill these first 5 years, and then like maybe I can relax a little
Right.
bit. You know what I mean? Like maybe I can just coast for,
Do your work early.
you know, coast till like, you know, 10. Because there's like these points where they've established that like the kids get like PSD at these like certain points in their life. And like you've probably experienced things like that, things that happen to you when you're a teenager, some things that happen to you as like a young adult and stuff, you know. And so you kind of have to make sure they're supported in these moments.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, talk about some responsibility. You know what I mean?
You got a whole nother life you have to take care of.
Yeah, and then you have to be present the whole time. Like you have to can't think too far in the future.
No.
Can't worry about the past too much. Got to be here, blah blah blah, whatever. So
Yeah.
you
Keep
know,
on your toes.
yeah. I mean, you're wanting to sign up for this. I'm just telling you what you're signing up for. She did not pay me $100 to talk you out of children. I didn't.
Was it 200?
You know, let's just talk about let's talk about politics. I'm just kidding. I'm away from the subject. What did you do? Did you knock off your mic?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Fair enough.
Still here the whole time. Maybe.
Hey Joe, is his mic still on?
Yeah. Before we start, again, give me a clap test so I can sync up everything.
Okay.
Like I can still do it in the middle, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just need to have something that's going to be the same. Talk.
Me talking.
Cool.
Test.
Perfect. Yeah, we're still good on the mics. Go
Okay.
for it.
Clap test.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What were we talking about? Oh, children.
Yes.
So I asked my mom, and I think it's a really cool. If you're into music, I think it's a really cool thing to do. I asked my mom, what music were you listening to when I was a child?
Mm.
Right? And so she gave me all these bands and stuff. And so I started making this playlist, and then I kind of started building this playlist just like what I remember from my childhood of music,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's cool. It's almost like, I don't know, it's like meditative almost, right?
Okay.
It's like setting up this like perfect playlist to take you back and relax, to being a kid or whatever you want to call it. So I started making one for Lucy. But it has like dirty rap songs in it.
Oh, I love it.
But I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well,
But it also has like really good like kids songs. And did you know that there's a whole genre of music called kids trap?
I had no idea.
Trap music, it's kids trap music.
I had no clue.
I will play you the jam, best pizza I had in my life.
That's the name of the song.
Yeah, it's baller. Because I was trying to find a way to listen to music with my kid and like me kind of like it. Like,
Right.
you know how like when they do Disney cartoons, they always throw in shit for adults?
Right.
They've been doing that since the beginning. Like, so we're gonna try as hard as, okay, so one, we're not putting on any kind of like social media or anything like that.
Right.
And so that's already weird, right? So now we're gonna be
Against
those.
the norm.
Now we're gonna be those parents that don't let their kids have like devices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like I like her watching cartoons, and so we have the Disney package, and we watch old cartoons and new cartoons the same, right? So like old Cinderella and whatever, DuckTales, whatever. Anyways, so but what you find is even in those old cartoons, there was adult jokes.
And we had no idea. Or I had no idea.
No, I didn't have any idea.
I have to go back and watch them now.
Yeah, I mean it's hey, it's entertaining. Did you ever see the movie Pete's Dragon?
I don't think so. Not
Okay,
that I
Pete's
saw.
Dragon was Joe. How great was Pete's Dragon?
It was great.
It was great. Pete's Dragon was the one where they took like real people and then they put them in with cartoons together, and the dragon was the dragon. It was the cartoon dragon.
So I remember something vaguely like that. But
Okay.
I can't remember any details to give you.
It was like
So-
the first movie that was able to put animated with real people. I don't know if it was the very first, but it was one of the first ones that did that.
Like before the rabbit one, what's that?
Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Way before Roger Rabbit.
Oh wow.
Oh, bro, this is. I
I
mean,
feel like it was like the 70s or something.
yeah,
Like,
I think it was.
long.
I think it was like 1980. Okay, you gonna look it up? All right, we're gonna play that game. All right. So, what year do you think it was? I'm gonna already tell you, don't guess too high. It's not that high. So, guess lower, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say 83.
I'm gonna say 79. You got a guess?
81, right in between.
1977, Pete's Dragon.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, anyways. Groundbreaking animation. They put a real boy with this dragon, and me and Joe start talking about it, and the first thing he says to me, he goes, that scene where they're eating the apples. And so in one of these beginning scenes, him and this dragon are eating these apples. It is the most ridiculous fucking thing. And he's like throwing apples, and the dragon's like catching it in cartoon. Or did he catch it in real life? Was it a real apple? I can't remember.
I don't know.
He's just like, they're eating apples together. I think you just have to see it.
We have homework.
Hey, Joe, let's pull something out of the helmet. Let's see what's in here.
You have helmets though.
I don't have helmet stuff. I don't know what that means. But I have this.
You have a helmet with stuff in.
Yeah, let's see. Oh. Oh my God. Joe. Okay. Would you rather,
Oh wait, okay.
and this is a real card, I'll show it to you. Do you want to read it first? You read it first, and you just say if it's cool or not.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know.
It has to be cool now.
It'd be very uncool if it wasn't cool now.
yeah, I wouldn't that be cool?
Okay.
Read it out
So,
loud.
would you rather fuck a cow and no one finds out, or not fuck a cow and everyone thinks you have and nothing can convince them otherwise?
Yeah, I would definitely not do it.
You definitely not fuck a cow, and everyone would think you fucked a cow.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that the right answer?
Cause I don't really care what people think.
Yes. Money. I'm gonna put that one off to the side. That was great.
Hashtag like moderated.
Yeah. Was that rehearsed before? I'm just kidding.
So remember how we were talking about why your athletes should meditate?
Yes.
And what was the one thing that you were just talking about, like
We're
fighting?
talking about being in the present.
Well, adversity,
Well, yes.
right? And like that I mean, that's just sports. Sports is just a whole bunch of shit of adversity can't happening all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about like how to jump from one moment to the next, and like how to get there, like by like some sort of meditation. And then we were talking about how Madden has become my meditation.
Yes. Yeah.
Does it count if I sit in silence? Does that make it any, like, I just don't, I understand why it's meditation, but I don't think that it counts.
So, from my understanding of meditation, is there's no perfect way to do it. There's no
Okay.
rules, really, right? So
Fair enough.
it's what it. So it was explained to me that reading can be someone's meditation, things like that. Now, do I think it's the healthiest form of meditation to be in front of a screen and do it? No, but
But I can't play football.
so
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 there we are.
living vicariously through Madden. But no, I mean, I think if that's what gets you to sit, relax, and focus and be present, then I think if you're looking at the goals of meditation and you're getting that through this, then why knock it?
I mean, I do other forms of meditation.
Yeah.
It's weird how therapeutic it became.
Yeah.
It was like something like I remember. Okay, this is great. So when Pat first moved down, something. Oh, I thought something was exploding.
Yeah, it's a bomb. I set a bomb for your first podcast.
That'd be
Surprise.
cool.
Why? He's standing.
I can run out.
Well, I'm standing over here now. Yeah.
It'd been better if you'd been outside, just like peeking in, and just like slam the door. Oh, and then like we could have put those like fake, like explosions on the screen. That'd have been cool. They still do that?
I can't, yeah.
Okay.
That's what you got him for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I pay him so well.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs a raise.
Okay.
Double his salary.
Hey, I went from 1 beer to 2 beers. Okay, so we're good.
Oh, did you want to raise?
I got another one. 2 beers.
Okay, so, do you like Toby Keith?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Like, I mean, like you really like Toby Keith, or like you?
I look into him.
But I mean, is he like? I mean, is he really a country? Like, do you like him? You be honest. Just be honest. There's no wrong answer.
He's not my top country star list.
Great. That's perfect. Okay. So, what I would like to invite you to do, is you're going to get Joe's phone number, okay, and then you already have mine, okay, and in your phone you're going to change both of our ringtones to a Toby Keith song.
Okay. I don't even know how to put a ringtone on my phone.
Okay, we'll
so-
figure it out. That's not technology's not a problem around here. I have an
Alright.
expert that I'm paying $3 an hour, so
There you go.
yeah. So then like, okay, let me ask you this: how often is your phone on silent?
All the time.
All the time, right?
It's on vibrate.
Yeah, except for sometimes the ringer's on.
Very, very rarely.
Right.
Rarely.
Right. So, in the fact that me or Joe would call you at any time, if you just so happen your ringer on and that Toby Keith song plays out loud, you have to take a shot.
Okay.
Right there. Whatever you're doing. You in?
I'm in.
Yes.
I'm gonna start a whole clan of this.
Yes. Yes. So, hey, what song did you pick? I can't remember, Joe.
I think it's Who's Your Daddy, I think. It's something really, like, not like a song I want to have playing ever, so.
Oh, motherfucker. Get my phone. So, did you already? Oh. So, anyways, so here's the other part of the whole thing. So, like, did you notice how, like, my phone was just, like, sitting up there?
Yeah.
Now, if Joe would have noticed my phone was sitting up there and turned my ringer on and then
Oh.
called my phone, that counts.
Benefits of living in Maine. No one can mess with my ringer except for her.
Which I might do.
But, like, I mean, yeah, I mean.
Oh, you have no idea the depths that we will go.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna. Hey.
Toby's number's
I
off
will
limits.
fly to Maine and turn it on.
Oh, let's see. I gotta go to Joe. Let's see. I picked Who's Your Daddy too.
I think that's the official song.
Okay, I'm in for it. That's awesome.
Because also you get embarrassed because that song comes on. And it's like, who's that, my buddy? What?
All right, that's it. All right, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll
later.
get it all squared away.
Yeah. All right, we'll pull from the helmet again.
Let's do it one more time.
Oh, that's Joe. That's that brush your teeth one. I literally think it's in there because it just says 69. That's the only reason they did it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just read it.
Shit.
We can cut it out. Just read it.
Who would you do or who would you kill if there was a purge day? And don't get all weird and political and say like Donald Trump. It's like just pick your neighbor or something like that.
I'm not a very angry guy.
Well, I mean, you have like.
But I have
You don't have to. We can literally just pull another card. It's not a big deal.
Well, I mean, let me think. Give me a minute. For you.
I I have a couple.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, she.
I feel like y'all discussed this already.
Yeah, this is what we talk about at night. We don't do TV in Maine. We just talk, and I don't know if I have anyone that I would kill.
You can kill someone for me.
Yeah, that'd be about it. I don't know what to do.
Wow. Talk about Maine.
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
It's from there. It's not Texas. Talk about it.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely a unique place.
Hey,
man.
let's hey, since we have like 2 people from Maine in the house, let's give a shout out
Yeah.
to Maine. Hey, so hey, what's the weather like? Like, serious? No, for real. I was gonna ask you this earlier. What's the weather like in Maine right now? Because you're like,
It's
oh
great
man,
right now.
okay. So why were you excited about being the weather down here?
It's even warmer.
Oh, so you wanted it. What temperature is it up there right now?
It's like 70.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
Why do you want to be where it's like we're gonna be like 100 like next week or something?
Well, that's why I wanted to come as soon as possible.
Oh, okay.
So we were on our honeymoon in St. Lucia in April.
Mm-hmm.
So like we need to get a trip to Austin before summer gets here. So this is.
Oh yeah. So y'all did your wedding during the pandemic.
hmm
And you did your honeymoon during the pandemic.
So we did right after the wedding. We went on it's a mini moon.
A mini moon.
Yeah, it's like a thing now, I guess. I don't know if it's just a COVID thing or like a thing people do. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
But we
I
did
would
it.
like look. I went on like a mini moon, but that meant I was having a baby.
Yeah, no. This was like we got done, but there was no like honeymoon to go to. We were
Huh.
stuck in our state.
So I did a
kind of.
mini moon.
So we went to Camden by the coast, which was nice, and then we went over to Rangeley, which is Western Mountains in Maine. And so we did like a few days in each.
That's cool.
Yeah, took a week off and had fun there. But we're like, that doesn't count as our honeymoon
Sure.
because that's not going to some tropical island and being basic.
What?
Basic, like is that? Did they say it down here? Like,
No, I mean I know what basic means.
Yeah,
I'm just
we
saying.
were basic.
Hey, Joe, will you turn the air down? I am freezing.
yeah.
Dang. Best thing I've ever bought, I think. That might top the iPod. It's fantastic.
iPods up there.
iPod's pretty high. What is the like? What's the greatest invention you think that you've ever owned? Like I remember when I got
because
it.
she's sitting over there, an engagement ring.
That's not invent. That's not invent. That's just really expensive.
Yeah, it is. Invention.
Like when I remember like because I am big into music. I remember when I got like an iPod, I was like, this is the one where it's like,
Yeah.
you're like and it's like rolling and like it won't go back and all. And I was like, oh my god, this is like the greatest thing like ever.
Gosh.
And then I'm trying to think what is something else, but that thing's like pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah. Inventions that I would own. Jeez. Scott, I don't think you know how shitty my memory is, but you're learning right now.
You don't remember anything?
It's terrible. Ask Toby.
That's bad.
It's bad.
He
Numbers.
also, he doesn't remember things he doesn't want to.
Like dishes.
You don't. Wait, no one remembers dishes.
That's right. See, I'm not the only one.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally fine.
So, invention. I mean, just my nerdiness would say like a viper.
Okay. Hey, no.
You can laugh at me. I see it happening coming on.
No, I'm gonna make you grab a viper and like do some shit, and show like, I would agree that like that thing as a tool is like it's a
great tool.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just stuck in the fitness world all the time because that's what I do. So like TRX, that's great. You can do so many things with it. But I'm trying to think outside the box right now because that's my box.
What's the majority like?
Oh, spike ball. Boom.
What?
Spike ball.
Oh, Joe likes spike ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love spike ball.
So
That's
you're
the best.
training spike ball athletes?
No, they just want to be me.
What?
No.
You're good at spike ball?
I'm good.
Ooh, Joe. Can you play like one-on-one spike ball, or does it have to be more?
You can, but it's not real. Like,
It's really hard and really tiring.
yeah. It's,
I don't care what I'm not doing it. Y'all two are.
so, Toby and her brother got to play against the #1 guy in the world
What?
in a tournament.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we went down to a tournament. Him and I played in the like men's division or whatever.
Mhm.
We didn't make it enough to like play against the high level guys. But her brother said like we just didn't have the skill because we never played against people that were really
Good.
good before. We were just playing against friends and like family and stuff like
So
that.
y'all were like the
We were really
y'all were the black
athletic.
guys on the basketball court.
We were really
like y'all were
athletic.
running shit. You know what I mean?
So
Like, get on my way, white boy.
we at home, yes. At this tournament, we were lost. Like,
Okay, so
we were like the most athletic there.
When
Close.
did you know, like, you're like, oh shit, we're in over our head? Like, at what point?
First game, first serve,
What?
because we had not experienced it was like a spinning serve thing, and we just like gentlemen serve it to each other. And so we're like, oh, you can like we knew you could hit it hard, but there was like skill to the serve. And
That's like in Karate Kid where he fucking comes out very first, just fucking kicks it, he just beats the shit out of him. It's like, what the fuck?
So I mean, that's when we were like, oh shit. And our first game was against the hardest team in our like pool that we had.
Oh wow,
And so
that's
it was
that's some adversity.
It was a good experience. It was
Yeah.
fun. We were very athletic there,
Mhm.
so we were getting the balls that like other people wouldn't get to, but they didn't have to because they had the skill and knew like where to stand, and we didn't. So we're like just running all over the place.
How many like in this tournament thing? How many people play is it two?
So yeah, two people teams.
2 people teams.
Yeah.
So this is like what you're talking about, like, is that like so when y'all said y'all couldn't play against each other, it's because like you pretty much never play. It's always two
It's
against two.
pretty much 2-on-2 all the
Okay.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there ever more than 2?
I guess there's a way you can
Like
do it.
family spike ball?
but Maybe. I guess there's a way you can do it. I've never done it. Like real spike ball is 2-on-2. That's like what you see on ESPN. It's like it is on ESPN.
Are you ever shocked at some of the shit they show on ESPN?
Yes. Like, I mean, I guess bowling and cornhole can be big, but when I see that on ESPN, I'm like, did not expect that. Like,
I love cornhole on ESPN.
really?
And it's only because of the people. It's not because of the cornhole.
I mean,
I mean that level of skill at a game that like I've literally never played sober, and these guys are like, it makes me think they're taking like performance enhancing like alcoholic drinks.
it's
You know
all
what I mean?
focusing in.
Can they
Using the brain.
drink?
I mean, I don't know. It's a good question.
Have you ever gotten drunk and played spike ball?
Yes.
How was that?
Not bad.
Were you good?
Probably not. Thought I was.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. What was that dude's name? Flash Gordon. What was that cat's name?
Josh.
Josh Gordon. He said he would like get high and like drink a whole thing of like Mad Dog 2020 before like one of his Baylor games and go out and ball out. It's like that Chris Herron story,
Right.
right? He'd get all fucked up and just go ball out,
Yeah.
score 40, like just go out and party the next day.
Right.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't know how you can live that. If I was to go party like I did in my 20s tonight,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my
You've been
ass.
hungover for like 2 days.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday are waste. I fly home on Sunday. There's no chance.
Hey,
in
welcome to being old. Good to see you here. Yeah, we've been waiting on you.
hell. Yeah.
Whew,
I
man.
finally got here.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do now is like if I'm going to do something, like you could ask Joe, like I want to be home by like 8 p.m. Like I want to be home by like 8. And if you get me out till midnight, if there ain't shit going on, like I ain't staying. Like I'll be like, Joe, later. He's like, okay, like he knows not even fight me on it anymore.
We stayed up till 1. Was it a week ago? It was a week ago tonight. And no,
You're still feeling the
it wasn't. No,
effects.
it was last weekend. It was last Friday. And yeah, pretty much. One of our friends who's a client, who's also a coach, he plays pro basketball over in Europe, and he was over, and I mean, we just haven't hung out as like friends. We always see him in the gym and like hang out in the gym, but we hadn't like hung out and played spike ball, sat by a fire, whatever. So we did that.
That's a date?
Of course.
Set by fire, little spike balls, sit by fire.
That's Maine.
Yeah, that's Maine.
That's Maine. Play a little spike ball, go hang out by the fire.
Come to Maine for spike balls and circle and bonfires. Maine.
That's right.
Is that what you know about Maine, Joe?
Not spike ball, but fire, yes.
You playing spike ball up in Maine?
Not in Maine, no.
Now you have a connection.
Yeah.
I don't think
When you're in town, we're getting a game together.
I never played anywhere outside the firehouse.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ooh. You got a good partner over there? Who you play this with, by the way? Oh, y'all are partners? Oh shit.
She can keep up.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Like you wouldn't pick
Because
her.
I'm a girl?
Oh,
Ooh.
deep-rooted vengeance there. I'm just kidding.
Show.
No, I mean, hey, no, no offense to you, okay? She was a pro athlete, okay? Please tell me about your pro experience, because I don't know if I know the background. Do you have any pro experience?
I do.
Okay, what, in what? Spike ball?
That's my future.
Okay, well, what's your pro experience?
I mean, I've watched a lot of pro athletics.
So you're lucky
Including
you can
golf.
keep up with her.
No.
Now this is some one-on-one spike ball.
So-
I want to
so
see.
we play.
We're gonna do a
compete.
pay-per-view. Can we
We
do a
compete.
pay-per-view? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Hey, he just, and everything I say, he just goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
logistics,
Yeah,
we'll take care of that
yeah.
after. Yeah, but we're competitive. So we play one-on-one basketball, we play ping pong. In our house, we have a chalkboard, and at the top of the chalkboard, we keep score of who wins more ping
What?
pong games.
Oh my gosh. So, do you want me to give you a fantastic idea? I won't tell you where it came from. Well, I mean, I'll tell you if you want to know. It's like really personal, but like, if you want to know, I'll tell you. But it's a fantastic idea for y'all too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I'm not gonna say no to a fantastic idea.
Okay, I think it's fantastic. It's based on what you're telling me so far. Okay. You go get a championship belt made. Okay, like, I don't know, the something house, whatever spinner, whatever you want, right? And then you just find a way to like mark it on the back. So you put your name at the top, you put her name at the bottom. And then every time you win one of these events that you're talking about, you make a mark on the belt, and then that person gets carried around the house, talking shit. You know what I mean?
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So our game room, so I have no athletic accolades. I was not a good athlete
Mhm.
growing up. I'm more athletic now than I was when I was in high school.
You think that's
college.
because of all your like the way you're training?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
But
I feel younger now
Right.
from like what I'm doing.
I mean, I can. I
Hey, and I'm,
I
hey,
don't put
you
it
know what I
down
want to do?
recently.
You know what I want to do? Like after that, I want to run what I'm doing workout program wise, and you tell me what you think. I want your opinion.
Okay, on the spot. All right, yeah. So
There's no wrong answers.
okay, cool. So like I'm very close to still dunking a basketball. Like I can get up there and I'm just barely missing it. And
She can still dunk, right?
so she has ups for a jump shot, but she doesn't jump on her layups that much. She's more like crafty around the rim.
That old James Harden shit.
That's
Yeah.
No,
not
not
James Harden
James.
shit. She won't endorse that. But
I endorsed it until he went to Brooklyn. Like I was like, oh yeah, like yeah, like see that shit, bro? No, he didn't travel, whatever. And then went to Brooklyn, and I was like, fuck that dude.
Everything's
All
a
that's
travel.
traveling.
Everything's a travel.
Everything he's doing is a travel. He ran over that guy and he got to shoot three foul shots. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like he literally bulldozed him. See, clip it on your shorts. What are you
that's
doing
what I
over there?
was doing. I keep messing it up.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know. We compete. Oh, the belt.
Yes.
Great idea. But in the basement where we play ping pong and have everything,
Mm-hmm.
she has her banner from her 1,000-point scorer thing. She has her New England Sports Hall
So
of Fame thing.
it's her man cave or woman cave.
Absolutely. I have like a picture of Michael Jordan on the wall. That's it.
Was he your accomplishment?
That's my accomplishment.
Jordan.
I found this
I
great.
feel-
I
I
found
feel
this
for
great
my high
picture of
school
Michael
thing.
Jordan.
I won it at a carnival. So
Oh, that's kind of that's kind of an award.
so yeah,
It's hard to
like-
win shit at a
Was
carnival.
it,
It is.
was it the ring on the bottle?
No, I can't do
was
that
it
one.
the was
It's
it the
like
basketball
it's the
like?
squirt one? It's the squirt gun one.
Oh, so you beat a bunch of kids.
I mean, I won it when I was a kid. I've had that thing for years.
Y'all still have it? You still have it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have to send me a picture of this thing.
Okay, deal. It's like him in outer space or whatever.
Is that one where he's like jumped like over the moon shit, or like
Yeah.
the moon's behind him or whatever?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it like a shitty ass frame? Like
Absolutely, like a fake gold frame thing.
like the ones you like, and they snap on the ends like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those things fucking suck.
They do, but I have it.
And even if you like hot glue, like you try to glue them, it never works.
No. Well, I never broke.
It's the biggest scam. And every college kid would put their shits. Like we used to have like around in the house we lived in college, we put movie posters all the way around, right? And we put them all in those frames. You know, and like every time somebody bumped into something, or every time we'd move, or whatever, you'd lose one of those fucking tracks, and you have to go buy a whole nother set of these bullshits. It was so fucking horrible, man. It was so fucking horrible. Oh. All right. So, Okay. Would you rather me give you a problem to solve on the spot, or talk about my workout kind of that I'm kind of putting together, and like my mindset behind it?
I'm in such a weird space right now
That's
with
good.
with what I'm learning and what I'm doing. Like I'm down a deep rabbit hole that I'm like, nothing matters but this thing, which is not true. I'm just so down that rabbit hole that
So what are you?
that's gonna come up.
What are you into right now?
This is gonna sound really basic. Water.
Okay, but okay, just what
So,
about water?
Like the fourth
Hey,
phase
Bruce
of
Lee.
water.
Huh?
You like water, my friend.
Bruce Lee, yeah, water. Be water.
Okay, so
So like the exclusion zone. So the fourth phase of water. So it's like cellular water, like slightly alkaline.
Oh, okay, wait.
Negative
So
charge.
okay, wait, okay. Are you talking about this like awakening thing? You know what I'm talking about? Like there's like this water machine
No, maybe, but I don't think so.
that like you use to filter your water and makes it into this like really great fucking water. Is that what you're talking about?
Not necessarily that machine, but like
Things
the
that do-
back end of that maybe.
Things that do
Because I haven't
that.
heard of that machine, so I don't know
Okay, so
exactly what it does.
Okay, but like you're into like ionized, purified, like this supercharged water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And light,
Okay. What about it?
like sunlight, avoiding blue light, like which we know, but like deeper down that rabbit hole of like I'm learning about melanopsin right now, and I don't know shit about it, but so I'm just in the beginning
Well, if
stages.
you don't know shit, I definitely don't know shit because I don't even know what that fucking word means. So what did you say? What's it called again?
Melanopsin.
Okay, so what is that?
Piece of shit out of me. No. So I don't.
Just tell me what you know.
So all I know is from.
there's not going to be some
Dr.
melanopsin
Jack-
expert watching the podcast going like, that guy is fucking up. You know what I mean?
No, there is there.
Nobody. No.
I'm gonna send it to every
Melanopsin guy. You should.
No.
This is
So
their new
Dr.
commercial.
Jack Cruz. I'm listening to Dr. Jack Cruz right now.
Okay.
On some things. In relationship to water, EMFs, all that stuff. So side note, funny story along this rabbit hole. We're going through the airport today in Boston this morning, and I wore my. Have you ever heard of Lamb's underwear?
No.
So it's EMF blocking underwear
To protect your balls?
to protect your balls from EMFs, radiation, stuff like that.
Like so the stuff that they, the stuff that they use to do what?
So like, so it's like a Faraday cage, but in your underwear. So it's gonna block out radiation EMFs. So
Like the
from
internet?
from your Wi-Fi, from your cell phone, the 5G, the 4G,
Okay,
all that
so-
stuff. Like all those things coming in, right?
So tell me, you sell me on why I should be so convinced about protecting my balls. Like what? So what? Why are you doing this?
Well, think about radiation in general, right?
Okay.
We know radiation is bad, right?
Okay.
Like you can't get all the X-rays in the world. You can't just
Right.
get radiation, right? Radiation is bad for you. So these are like little micro radiations, like microwaves, like literally like microwave ovens. So have radiation, stuff like that. So your cell phones emit radiation, Wi-Fi emits radiation. So to protect yourself from that, and for me, my semen, it's
You really want these kids?
I want these kids so bad. So bad. No, but to protect all this, I don't want to protect everything around me. So we build up a positive charge in a high, lower pH, and become more acidic with this positive charge. So we have to get grounded. So
Right.
we need a negative charge. So that's where like literally getting grounded and touching the earth. So
Right.
when we were here, one of the first things we did on our walk is take our shoes off.
Yeah, sure.
And just walk on the grass for a little while with our shoes off, so that way we can hang out and get associated with the rhythms here, because it's a different time zone.
Yeah.
We've been up early, and so just associating with that. So I have this special underwear that
And you're not
blocks out
Mormon,
the EMFs.
right?
What?
You're not Mormon?
No.
It was like too easy. You're like, I have this
Yeah.
special underwear. I was like, it's magic underwear. Anyway.
So we go through security, and I'm like, shit. Like, I hope this doesn't set off the metal detector, because they're lined with silver.
I got a really good story for you.
Okay. It did set off the metal detector.
What?
And they had to pat me down. And the guy's like, I'm gonna
touch
have to
your nut.
pat around all, like, he's like,
He's like,
he told me like,
You're nuts to get off this huge admission of. I'm gonna have to check the whole thing, sir.
It's exactly what
Butthole
it
and all. Like,
I was like, if I have to get cavity searched, I am like.
you're like, hey man,
I'm
I'm
like,
just
I'm
wearing
gonna strip
special.
down.
They're just special underwear. Nothing.
So I was talking to the guy about it. He's like, how much those run you? I was like, $45 a pair. He's like, what? I'm like,
Oh, that's some bullshit. You know how much like Gucci underwear or Supreme underwear and shit like that? It's like $45 fucking pair too.
right.
But they don't fucking admit no blockage of waves and shit. They
Exactly.
just give you a really cool waistband that says Supreme.
That's
What's
cool
your
as hell.
What's your waistband look like? You're wearing right now?
Yeah.
Let me see the waistband one.
It's just black. It says
Oh.
lambs right there.
Oh, okay. Simple. Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah. You're a simple guy. You're a simple guy.
I'm a very simple guy. I mean, business colors are black, white, and gray. I mean, I don't know if it gets more simple than that. Shoes.
You're on board with all this?
She's the
What
same.
part?
Like you're on board. You're on board with special underwear and the whole.
Yeah, I let him do what he wants.
She
Yeah.
just gives me free reign.
That's not fully true, but.
Well, when it comes to underwear purchases.
Yeah. Full control.
Of my underwear purchases. Actually, I bought her a pair of these too.
I haven't worn them yet though.
Well, she needs to.
Okay.
We need
If
protection.
she had, I hope she doesn't have balls. Well, is she protect? She's protecting her ovaries.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not against it. Like, I'm totally like, I mean, like, dude, like, I'm down, whatever, like, float your boat kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But like, I get where you're coming from. It's like this. Okay, it's like this, right? So I thought about if you buy organic, right?
Right.
If I'm buying organic from Whole Foods, or if I'm buying organic from Walmart, if I'm buying organic from Target, if I'm buying organic in all these different places, are all these people, is their definition of organic really organic? Because Walmart's selling organic food way cheaper than Whole Foods is,
Mm-hmm.
right? But am I eating good food here? Does that make sense?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a good question. I don't know. I haven't researched it because I don't.
You don't eat organic food either?
Well, I do, but I just.
Yeah, those guys.
We don't have many shops. Whole Foods is too far away, so we just get it at the Hannaford. That's our grocery store.
Hanford?
Hannaford.
You heard of Hanford, Joe?
My stepbrother used to work there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Nice.
Northeast.
So, and they don't have like, they don't have like a huge organic section, I guess, or something like that.
I mean, they have some organic stuff, but it's not like a Whole Foods.
Are you growing your own food yet?
Not yet, but we have friends
It's in
that
the
are.
works.
No, it's.
You're not doing garden stuff?
It's we like time wise, it's hard. So I'd rather we've done like a community share at our workplace. Our landlords plant a garden and we just put in for it, and then like once every month we rotate who weeds. So like 1 week will be like my turn to weed and water the garden, and then we
Mhm.
just eat out of the garden outside of our work.
That hasn't happened in 2 years though.
Well, no, because of the
Well,
COVID
It's
thing.
Yeah. Do you know what COVID did to vegetables? Okay. Okay. I want your opinion. What's the like y'all are competitive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What, in your opinion, is the worst time you've ever beat him? Like he took it the hardest. Like, what's the worst whooping you put on him?
So I would say it was actually when we were together. That's when when it really crushed your soul in the men's league game that I jumped into. Would you agree?
Oh, in the tournament, the rugby
Yeah.
tournament?
Would you think that's the worst one?
So that or getting asked to play on the men's league when I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
One of the two.
What? Okay, so let's go through these two scenarios.
Okay, so scenario one, where my buddy is like, hey, men's league tournament up in Rumford.
This is spike ball.
No, this is basketball.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is hoops.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And
Were you talking spike ball? Sorry.
No. I
Just
said no. I
anything.
just all sports. I don't know what y'all like. What's the stupidest thing y'all compete? Do y'all compete at like just really dumb shit?
Everything.
Like okay, like I don't know. Who can get to bed the earliest? Like what do y'all what's something really dumb y'all compete at?
Who can get in bed first so that the other one has to take care of Hooper?
yeah, that's true. I know. Because so what?
Hey, nobody's
Hooper
beating
sleeps
me.
with us.
Nobody's beating me into bed first.
So
I'm in bed before the sun goes down. That's how early I'm going to bed.
That's early. Circadian rhythm though. Good.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hooper sleeps with us. That's our dog, and he sleeps in between us. So if she's in bed first, I actually like if she gets in bed first because then he lays like the long way because he wants to snuggle up with her, and then I get to like get in bed and get comfy or whatever. If I'm in bed first, or if Hooper's in bed first, he lays across the bed, and then neither of us are like comfy for the first 10 minutes until he turns around and goes to the foot of the bed. So that, I mean, we compete with that, like, because I want
That's
her to be
probably
first in bed.
This is a two-part question.
Okay.
One, you've had sex with the dog in the bed, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, everybody does it. Don't. If somebody tells you they don't have sex, unless some big ass unless you have like a big ass dog, like, if it's a small dog, all right.
Yeah.
But two, okay,
pounds.
this is where it really counts. Like, is there part of you it's like it's kind of weird, or do you just like not give a fuck?
It's very weird because
Yeah,
he
it is
still
very
wants
weird.
to like cuddle up with us, like lay on our legs, and we're like, dude, wait.
Hang on, man, I'm almost finished. Shit. Oh, that's a good thing about having like a old ass blind dog that like I have to put him on the bed.
Poor
Yeah,
Carlos.
it's like at this point I might as well just stuff him and just move him myself, because like I have to pick him up and put him everywhere, and like if he's somewhere and he doesn't want to be there, he just starts barking, so you come to where he is now. Like he didn't even come find you or nothing. Like he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But he can't really see, can't
He
really
runs
hear.
the
He
roost.
just is like, I noticed the other day, he's just so white, man. Like he's just gotten, and like, but his hair was already that, that really light blonde color.
Right.
And so like in certain lights, he just looks like almost totally white. So, all right. So, this is, okay. So one, this is my problem that we're talking about workouts, right?
Yeah.
So this is
Okay,
this is my problem. I have a bad back for multiple reasons we could go over, but I'm trying to find ways to like make it better, right? And I notice, when it bothers me the most, it bothers me most really in two instances. One, when I'm doing manual labor, like for a long period of time, like cutting down trees or like shoveling, blah, 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 whatever. Or if I'm leaning over like the baby bed.
Okay.
Right? So you're thinking like a lot of like spine stability, like, like all the things that we kind of always like think, right? But when you think about like, when I have a chainsaw in my hand, how I'm loaded and rotating and turning and like all the stuff that I'm doing, how do you like mimic that like in a workout, right? So this was my solution, and maybe you have like a better solution. My solution was that if I got like a tidal tank that has water in it, it's always unstable unless it's sitting on the ground, right? And then every movement I make is moving and unstable constantly through rotation, stuff like that. And then I'm now moving 3 planes on both ends.
So I love that. So actually, I had like one of the first things I made when
It's like a
before I
sand.
moved to Texas. It was a slosh pipe. So it was just like a PVC pipe capped
Mhm.
with water in it. So it's like you walk around without your back. It's just like torquing it. The other day I did deadlifts and had 90 pounds on one side and let's do some math here, 70 pounds on the other.
Okay, but why did you pick which side?
So what I did is I just stood on one side of the bar, did 5, and then went on the other side of the bar and did 5. So I was
Okay.
facing the other way, so I got both sides.
Yeah.
But then you create that instability, that asymmetrical loading, and that will help with your body's understanding of asymmetrical. But before I would load or anything like that, I mean, I'd really want to get down to the cause, like what motions are causing exactly. So if it's a lot of flexion, well, why is the flexion causing that pain? Is it instability of the SI joint?
Right.
Is it higher up? Is it in the lumbar?
Right.
Do you have any rotation of the sacrum or anything like that?
Yeah.
That could be pushing on something. Is it one side more than the other? Like there's so many questions that it would really have to be like a deep dive, and that's where I think a lot of rehab is starting to shift in for the better, because a lot of times it was like, oh, you have low back pain, let's do this, and this, and like, well, if that doesn't work, that was me. That's what got me in this industry. I was supposed to be a civil engineer, but I had knee pain my whole life, and
Do
then
you follow that knees over toes guy?
I have followed. I mean, I've looked at his stuff. I don't know if I actually follow.
Just like quick.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like quick,
Yeah, right.
Quick understanding. you know?
Right. Yeah. Like I don't know what I expected to see. Like one of my friends started doing it. Right. I'm sorry to derail, but like
You're good.
and I was like, man, what is this cat like doing? Like, and just like today, did you see what he did today?
So I don't get on social media. I'm like,
Oh fuck.
I'm one of those people. Like I'm like very like anti-technology, and that's why I had the lamps because I need technology for my
To protect your
for
balls.
my life. Yeah, and I need my balls protected
Yeah.
regardless of the technology.
Okay,
So
well, so there's this thing called Instagram.
I have it.
I'm just fucking with you.
I don't use it often though.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So anyway, so like he does this thing today, and I don't even know how to fucking explain it. He just like he had like, did you see this, Joe? He had 45. I think it was 45 on his back, and he just dropped his head in like right here in between, like he's all the way down with that 45, like all the way, and his leg, he's just totally straight. He's like, it's just like somebody collapsed him, but he's standing up with 45 pounds on his back. And he was like, he goes, I know what you're gonna, like, don't judge this. He goes, this is my method. You know what I mean? He goes, I know what you're gonna say. He goes, like, this is my method. I was like, holy shit. I mean, and I don't even know what to think about it. Like, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff he does is like just crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can dunk a basketball though. He can
Absolutely.
dunk a basketball.
Absolutely.
You think it's because his knees are good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's he
Other
has great
stuff, too.
mobility and
Yeah,
good
yeah.
elastic recoil and everything like that. So getting
Yeah, because he does a lot of stuff like through his feet and stuff like that,
Yeah.
bending and moving, stuff like that.
yeah, a lot of ankle motion.
Anyways, back to my horrible back.
Yeah. So like I grew up with knee pain and I didn't know the cause, and I went to PT. I went to 3 different physical therapists, and every time it was rest for 8 weeks. You know, do these few exercises, it'll be better. Did my homework diligently, rested like I was supposed to, get back after it. Oh, it's great. A week later, it's starting to hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest didn't cure it. I had something biomechanically going on that wasn't being addressed. They just said rest. Well, yeah, of course rest is going to feel good because it's not doing anything.
Right.
You know? So then I moved to Texas. And in the first week of being here in Texas, Logan, I always volunteered to be like the dude that was demonstrating and Logan was messing on him, and Logan fixed my knee pain and hasn't been back since. Like I don't even, dude's just a wizard. But
Dude, like, I mean, hey, if you ever see this, he is such an incredibly cool dude.
mm-hmm.
Like, his vibe is just so amazing.
Yeah.
And I've only been around a couple times, and we don't ever talk about anything because, like, I don't even understand. I barely understand what you and Pat and all those guys do. I'm trying to apply as much as I can. And when he talks, it's just like he's like blah, 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 blah,
Another
blah,
wavelength,
blah, blah,
right?
blah. I mean, yeah. So we talk about like real dumb stuff, but like his vibe and his energy and who he is.
Water.
Oh,
He's
is
the
he?
one- So circadian rhythm. So he's the one that said fourth phase of water was a book to read.
Okay,
So-
so okay, all right. So here's the thing, and he's gonna see this, so I'm not gonna try to like deny it. So one of my friends, the water machine I'm talking about,
Yeah.
he's into this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm interested, but I want to have you look at it.
Cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to tell you the thing, and I'm just gonna see what he thinks. So
Yeah.
he's gonna see it. I mean,
That's fine.
so anyway,
That's good.
yes, I want you to look at it.
I'd love to check it out.
Yeah.
And see.
Yeah.
I mean, and
What? Hey, will you get me a water though? Hey, my phone didn't ring, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, you know. Oh, you talking about him? Oh, I thought this was for me. What
Not for you. You don't even like it.
do you mean I don't like it? There's no ice.
That's
as
fine.
A,
That's fine.
As a, just letting y'all know,
Uh huh.
we're coming up on an hour.
Okay.
And we're gonna run out of room on this SD card pretty
Okay.
soon.
Well, I mean, we can kind of call it and or take a little break and stuff like that.
we got 23 minutes. I like.
Okay. You know what? Let's just go ahead and finish my workout plan.
So,
No, well, that's just one of my problems.
right, is the,
So-
is the back.
So
And so,
go ahead. You finish.
as a loaded answer to the question is I mean, there's no right answer at this point because we can't just go in a book and say, okay, this is gonna fix your low back pain. Because I don't know what's causing low back pain.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact issue is, and if that needs soft tissue mobilization, any joint mobilization, or stability.
Yeah.
You know, like we're talking about, or mobility, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know the needs. So without knowing the needs, and that's the hard part with a lot of the Instagram and online training stuff. Like we have an online training platform.
You don't even have to. We don't even have to go there. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Like, sorry, Instagram fitness people. Like, I'm sorry.
My bad.
No, you're totally fine. This is my fucking podcast. I'm a trainer on like a level. You train and do your thing. We have an agreement about that particular subject. And not to say there's not good people.
Right.
There's totally
No.
like we just
And-
talked.
and they have
Knees on
great
toes
intentions,
guy.
right?
Knees on toes
Right.
guy. That's how I found
There's
him on
great
Instagram.
intentions and everything.
Yeah.
But
So-
and it's not necessarily the people putting it out there that are the issue. It's people buying it and taking it in that do it saying, oh, I want this, I'm going to buy this, but they may have a hurt back and not know how to deal with it.
Well, look. Let me say this. God bless people making money doing that.
Absolutely.
Right.
I have a friend that is a social media influencer.
Yeah.
That's what he
Like
does.
yeah. Fuck it. Like you make money. I'm not gonna. But like that's not what I would if when I think of fitness and what I follow as my belief, that's usually not part of it.
Right.
Right. That's all.
And I mean, we're so bad at posting. Because we just don't value it. You know, it's great for marketing, but we're not very good at that piece either.
Do you want me to so just for shits and giggles, like I know a guy that he works for TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He told me that like there are people that have like 50 million followers on TikTok that have no presence on Instagram. Can you wrap your fucking head around that? Because usually people are like, usually every platform they have, they're
Right.
huge, right? TikTok uses like a different algorithm where like, it's like YouTube, you know how YouTube suggests videos? It just kind of, it drives that whole thing. So say that someone's into this fitness thing, all the same fitness ideas you are, or that's what you're looking and liking on there for whatever reason. It's going to drive all that towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying any of that's good.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, when you think about like, you almost like you could save time. Like, if you don't like doing social media, you find a social media that works most efficiently, then you can do it the least, and then you have the max amount of input with a little amount of effort, right?
Right. Yeah.
But you have to hire like 15-year-olds because you're not gonna know how to do this shit.
No, not at all. Not at least we don't even have
Like
TikTok. We don't have TikTok. We don't have Twitter.
Look, I've already hired one of my buddy's kids to do the TikTok for the show.
Beautiful.
He's like, send me some stuff. And I'm like, man, we gotta record this shit first. Like, give me a break. All right, so this is my
so
what's up? Hey, what's our time, Joe? That's it. Just good. All right. This is and I'm making this very general, and we're not going to go into like the details of. We can go to small details of what I'm doing, but like I just want the overall idea of like what you think, right? So Mondays, I'm doing like all explosive work, like plyo shit, and like we go out to a field, and we get barefoot, and we do sprints and just like cutting back and forth, just doing all kind of agilities, quick moves, blah blah blah, whatever. And by the way, my workout partner is like 62 years old. Keeps up with me like the whole like time. Yeah, right. So like everything that like I do as far as like the way I kind of scope my training, I'm kind of testing on him because he's like right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I go, well, let's see if this works. You know what I mean? and most of the time I'm doing it with him, and I can get a feel for it, and I test it out first or whatever, right? On Tuesdays, I'm doing walks outside. Okay, no matter what the weather is.
Mm-hmm.
Raining cats and dogs. Walk for 45 minutes, right? Come back, do yoga. Okay. Wednesdays we're doing straight old school back.
Mm-hmm.
And back represents like the whole thing. It can include deadlifts, but just the back side of your body basically, right? Thursdays, long walk outside again, yoga. Fridays, full functional circuits, right? Vipers, all the shit, right? So on Mondays, if we have any kind of instability type work, we're throwing that in with all the agility and stuff like that, right? Saturdays, we do just legs, old school legs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sunday off. On the days where the days when we can, we do whatever the workout is, post sauna, hit the shower, cold water, right, for like a couple of minutes, and then like get dressed, leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the overall concept of that?
I think overall that's great. You have such variety, and I think variability is the key, and you have variability, and then so you added in the sauna. Is it infrared sauna or
No, this is a regular school sauna. I mean,
but then you use cold water.
yes.
So the cold water is gonna utilize infrared light in your body
Mhm.
to then go through the cells and create more of that exclusion zone of that fourth phase of water, from my understanding, my minimal understanding, if anyone that is an expert in it is listening to it.
Joe. No, hey, once again,
Yeah.
we have to actually have people listen for
Well,
experts to
yeah,
actually listen.
Yeah.
I mean, but the first
But-
the first time that like this video's up, and then in the comments like on YouTube, it like there's some like cold water expert, and he's like, that guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm like, don't talk about my friend.
I put the disclaimer in there, so we're
Yeah.
all good.
You
Yeah.
have to do that, like.
Sure.
So
No.
note to self: if you say something that's not true, just say I don't know if that was true.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, this disclaimer, just like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, what?
But all in all, I love the concept and the idea. Without, again, it's such a cop-out answer, but just like the back thing, it's going to depend. So it depends on your goals, your history, the why behind your goals, things like that. But as a generic like layout, I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
because
like,
I
I
love
mean-
the athleticism that you have on Mondays. I love that you're hitting some functional stuff. I love that you're hitting some yoga, and some nice walks and everything like that. And I mean, I think it's great.
You know, I realized that we needed the variety, but I also realized that I needed something that I could maintain long term, without missing days, but without necessarily like taxing my body like every time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so like and here's the other like fucking crazy thing is like, okay, so really quickly, did you do are you familiar with inner engineering? Have you and Pat talked about inner engineering?
Inner engineering.
Yes.
Not with those words, at least.
Okay, so it's like a seminar that you
Okay.
go to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, no.
Okay. We don't got time to get into that. But we'll just say it is like it like when I went through it, like I was coming like fresh out of my divorce.
Mhm.
I mean, it was fresh. I mean, like I was a fucking mess, right? And Pat's like, you know, of course, like he's like, hey, I signed you up for this thing. It's this weekend. And I was like, man, fuck you. Like, and at that time, like I wasn't in a space to embrace just doing.
Mhm.
Like just like it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like you've survived this far. Like, you know, you'll figure it the fuck out, you know. And I actually took it with my buddy Norm. And then one of my clients' husbands took it with me, and then Brenda. Do you know Brenda?
No.
She's a functional medicine
Oh.
that Pat
Okay.
and like she.
So I think I probably heard of her
Yeah,
in
yeah.
conversation, but I've never met her.
So like, I mean, I'll just say this: it was like deep and dark and really hard, and like, but if I had the mindset I have now to go back and do it, it would be like 1,000% better.
Mm-hmm.
That was-
It's called inner engineering.
Inner engineering.
Okay.
Right. And the hardest part about it was just being comfortable fucking sitting there. Like just sitting there. Everybody's being quiet. Just sitting. You know what I mean? And then like I remember they did this thing where they had us dance with like our eyes closed. Like everybody's dancing with their eyes closed. Right. You have to have your hands up. You know, and of course this is me over here. I'm like this, and they come behind you. Don't put your hands up. And I'm like just with my eyes closed, just dancing. And you're supposed to be just moving all over the place. And it was just kind of like the whole thing was just. I don't know how to explain it. It just like it breaks you in this. For me, being as insecure as I was, it just you know. I don't know what it was about it, but like it was kind of changing. So what I'm getting to is mixing in the yoga like twice a week.
Mm.
It really does something for my mental health around the rest of the shit that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of happening at the right times too. So like it's happening a day before a big lift.
Yeah. Okay.
A big lift that could be dangerous for my back, right? So like I'm doing that yoga, I'm creating that mobility the day before, breathing, blah, 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 whatever, going to the next big lift day. You know
And
what
I think the biggest thing you have behind everything is intention.
Yeah.
Intention is the biggest thing. I saw it on the. Before I go too far into this,
You lost it again?
I clicked a button on it, so I don't know if it's on the right channel anymore. If you want to check that. Sorry, Joe. Make it work.
Please, camera guy. How many more beers do you
Am
need?
I still on the same channel? Is it still going in? Okay. I just wanted you to get up for a
No,
minute.
you're good. Thanks.
That's fucking so
I'm
big.
getting sore.
Hey Joe, where we at time wise? I hate to keep asking, but just so like if we need to wrap it up, we just wrap it up.
Yeah, probably wrap it up.
Okay.
For like less than 7
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
That was one of the things when I was mic'd up for the wedding.
Mhm.
The guy behind me, my best man, he was crying and having a hard time. So he was saying, lock it up to himself. And then he got really loud. And he's like, wrap that gavel up, B.
Anyways,
Great.
so what you were saying about like what you like about it? We were talking about the yoga.
Oh, yeah. So intention. So you put intention on your on the bracelet that you gave me.
Yeah.
So like you have stuff about intention on there. That's our biggest thing in coaching, is intention. So if you go coaching versus drilling is very different. So if I go into an exercise and or a basketball skill move and I just do a crossover, I can do a crossover and drill a crossover all day and not get better. But I can create intention in that with a change of speed, change of direction, and actually get better at the skill of the crossover with a certain intention. So the intention can be speed of how quick I make it or how hard I dribble. But I create and set an intention, and that's going to be what I get better at. So that's one little example, but that has to happen throughout our life.
Okay, so you tell me if this is stupid. Okay, are y'all back to like groups, like we're all doing like all?
Yeah, small groups.
Okay.
But we have some stuff.
Okay.
In this group.
I want you to do drills like that. No basketball, with their eyes closed, and just have them go through and just like
Tuesday. We got a college group.
right, because like I like when you like once again I think it was maybe the Michael Jordan thing, I don't know, but they were talking about like how like he would picture everything he's going to do, how the whole game's going to go, what would he do in this situation, and it's just like because the more your mind is prepared for any moment, it's just that much easier.
Have you ever heard of the brain tap?
No.
Okay, you gotta look at the brain tap.
Okay, we're gonna have to do another podcast.
We have a brain tap, and so we use that like in combination with sauna and stuff like that, and that's like light sound, binaural beats, and like a guided, like basically like a guided hypnosis, deeper than a guided meditation. It's freaking phenomenal.
So you're brainwashing kids.
Absolutely, and adults. We don't
All right.
discriminate.
So we're gonna have to do this again, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me have to get down to Austin again.
Yeah, absolutely. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
Yes, thanks for coming, bro. I appreciate it.